Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota, Tim, just leaving the gym. Got my pump on. Got about an hour before I got to go to the dentist. And I just wanted to follow up on what we're talking about this morning, what we're talking about all the time, about we are as we think and we reap what we sow. Now, I mentioned I was going to go in there and talk to some people. And like I also said, I really don't talk to a lot of people in the gym. I do my thing and I get out. But I was walking out and I held the door for a nice young lady. Turns out she's 65 years young, looks great. Turns out she's the yoga instructor. And I said, go ahead, miss, or something like that, holding the door for her or whatever. And she just was so pleased with that. She goes, it's just the little words, and she brought it to my attention how she appreciated kindness and courtesy and whatever that sometimes we lack in the world today, that we need to share more of it. So we got to talking, and of course, I'm not going to just leave it right there. I told her have a nice day, and she wanted to keep on going because she's a leader. And she said, and I said, you should watch my YouTube channel then. It's all about positivity and living life and collecting Social Security with a side hustle. At 62, she goes, oh, you got it at 62? Did you have a health problem? Did something happen to you? I said, no, you can collect at 62. I said, that's why I make the videos. A lot of people assume you got to wait till you're 65 at Medicare age to get Social Security. And she says, well, I'm 65. Now, we didn't get into whether she's drawing or not. I don't know. The conversation was about ready to end. She was going to get in her car. And what was it that I said, well, you should check out my YouTube channel. And she said, you would just go perfect. You would fit in so perfect with my yoga class, with your positive energy. You would just, And I said, well, I appreciate it. Yoga is about mind, body, and spirit, she was explaining to me. And I know that yoga is a spiritual meditation, stretching, and people seem to be very calm and level-headed that are yoga, that take yoga. They're also always very fit-looking for something that just involves stretching or whatever. So I need to know more about it. But 65 years and she's doing yoga and she's the instructor, props to you. And so anyway, it was just nice making her acquaintance, and I hope to meet more people today and chat them up. I hope somebody chats me up. But it's a great feeling to meet somebody and they be memorable. Who's that? Colin. Who it is? Who's that calling? Scam likely. Scam likely. You ever get those calls? So, make a difference in somebody's life today, folks. You don't know what people are going through, how they could really appreciate a positive person that they've never met. Take the time to give them an ear, to give them a compliment. I love it. I'm an extrovert, so I've always done it, and I look for opportunities. I'm not a shy person. Some of you out there may be, but I can make you not shy. I bet I can chat you up. You may not start to chat, but you'll be chatting because it's just fun. It's just fun to not look at a phone all the time, not share your communication via text all the time, to use the English language through words and expressions face to face with someone. And sadly, we text everybody that is closest to us and go on and on for minutes, a half hour at a time, texting rather than picking up the phone and talking to them. I don't know what's changed or why people like to do that. I think I asked somebody one time, why do people text for more than I'll be 5 minutes late, or just a short thing? Why do people just go on and on and on with the conversation, sit and wait, like a walkie-talkie, over, and just wait for them to reply. I do it too, but we need to stop. We need to throw these things out for a while and take a break and live like we were supposed to live, like human beings, expressing courtesies, compliments, and communicating the way we were intended to, not through technology. Let's get real here. So anyway, that's just something I wanted to share. Now I'm going to go home, check on things, clean up a little bit before I go see the dentist, freshen up. I got to pick up a prescription at the CVS. And after I get my new teeth in today, I don't know what I'm going to be able to eat. They're going to tell me to take it easy. Maybe not as easy as I got to go with temporaries because they will be cemented in. But, I'm not going to mess anything up. So here comes a big bus. He's going to swing over here. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Big old bus. Always wanted to drive one of those. Oh, what a beautiful day to be alive and in South Florida. I read some comments while I was on the treadmill at the gym. I did 30 minutes and I did some light weight, a few exercises before getting out of there because I'm on a schedule. But I'm 203. When I left, 203.4 or whatever. But that's with my watch, my keys, my phone. I'm sure, and with my shoes and everything, I'm sure I'm 203, maybe 202. So I'm right on the brink. A few more days of really good eating, minimal fasting in between meals, working out, getting my steps in, and I'm going to see that 199. And then it's on, baby. And then it's really crushing it time.